So I get to App Inventor, I delete this button, I don't want this button. So one of the things we can use to do arrange the user interface is called layout. So with the layout now, the first thing I need is if we go here, I need a container to hold this, a container to hold this for, a container to hold this. So I need 3 horizontal arrangements. So I bring a first horizontal arrangement. So the first horizontal arrangement, remember, it's 40 by 100. The width is 40, the height is 100. So I make the width. I want everything on it to be in the center. This is optional. I make the width, the height is 40% of the screen, and the width is 100% of the screen. You can see that. So when I place others, it will definitely go. And I want the background color. I want to just play with background color. When the user clicks, different colors come up. So I want the background color to be this. I can go back here, and then if I want this to be top, I say align top. That's it. Then I need a second table, a second horizontal arrangement. This horizontal arrangement is 100 by 50. So I click this second table, and I want everything to be in the center. Everything on it to be in the center. The height is 50. No. Okay. So that's an adjustment. So this is the part I'm working on. I'm working on this part. So it is 25 by 100. So the height is 25, and the width is 100. And I want the background color to be okay, let me take this, and I put another one, the second 25. This one will represent this second part now. So I want the background color to be okay. I think this one is supposed to pink. The height is 25, and the width is 100. Okay, and I still put everything in the center, and then I take the last one and I place there, and center the background color, I can yellow. So this one is this last part, so it is 10 by 100. So I have the height 10, and then the width 100. So yeah, this is what I've just this is a simple arrangement of how the screen will appear. Why I place a background color here, because I'll be placing white buttons, so when the user clicks, the background should reflect. It creates something beautiful to the eyes. Okay, so let's start. For this particular part of the screen, we need our first button. So let's drag a first button and place here. Remember, the dimension is 40 by 100. So since we have already given dimension to the horizontal arrangement, we can just tell the button, we can make the button height fill parent, because the parent already is 40, and the width fill parent, because the parent is also 100. So you can see the button, we have our first button there. The button will represent, for now, we rename the button. Our buttons, I'll talk about buttons when we get to the second screen more, but this one is just to give you a clue of the interface design. So this is the button. We want to call this one header. This is the header. This is the header button. So header button, and I just want to change some basic things that we can work with. So I want to call this button head section. We can look at it later. For now, most of the buttons I'll use, the background color will be white, I want the font to be bold and I want it to be typed on, say, let me see, 25. Okay, head section 25. Okay, then I need a second button here. This button will be where the children would read the ABCD, so I call this read, and make the background color white. We're working on 25. Okay, so when we get to this point, so here remember we're working with 50 here, the width is 50, the height is 25. So I come to this point and the height of this point is already 25, so I'll just say fill parent, but the width is 50, so 50%, it takes half of the screen. Good. So the text here will be, this is the part where the children will read. Okay, and I place a second button by the side, and this one is called write. In this part the children will write a different alphabets. Make the background color white, make the font bold, keep it on 25, and the same thing to fill parent for the height, and then the width is 50, and the right up here is right. So you can see that my screen is coming up. If you look at this, I have done this too, I want to go to this too. Without even waiting for me, you can do it and quickly show me what you have done. So this one we'll call it about. Okay, this one we'll call this where the objects, they will get the objects, the letters and their different objects. So background color still white, font bold, and keep this one on 25. The same thing to fill parent for the height, the width is 50% of the screen, and here we have the objects. Okay, and then we have the next button, and this will be the quiz. We want to add the quiz section. Quiz. Okay, so the quiz section, 25, the fill parents for the height to match then 50 to take half of the screen, and the background color is white, and the text says there's a quiz, more like an exam. Then we need one more button to add in this last part. So okay, so this button will be the home button, I'll use to navigate back to the home screen. So font bold, and I still keep it on white and 25, and we'll fill parents. If you check this particular one, we just fill parents 100 by 10. So fill parents and fill parents, and this one we'll call this home. Takes us back home. Okay, so with this we have just done our first app, the user interface. Now we understand what user experience is and user interface. Thank you. I will see you in the next class.